I've got these windows for the teardrop trailer. They are the portrait windows. They're going to go on the opposite side of the door. Now, they're automotive windows and they've got this 50mm border here. So I'm going to cut the whole thing. I'm going to cut the whole thing out, and then I'm going to do a 45mm border, which means I'm going to maximize the amount of light that's going to come into the teardrop trailer. Two reasons why. One, if I cut that border there, the border then gives me the template I need to cut the hole in the teardrop trailer. But this outside border I can then use as a template to create the frame for inside the teardrop trailer. So to make the template, I'm going to use some of this moisture resistant MDF. It's quite damp in the UK during the winter, so moisture resistant MDF is just going to help it keep its shape for the next one. Now I'm going to take that template, I'm going to fix it to the side of the teardrop trailer. I'm going to use my router to cut out these lines perfectly, and then laminate this to the outside of the teardrop trailer, and I'm going to copy this onto a nice piece of birch plywood and fix that on the inside of the teardrop trailer. So we've got the teardrop trailer ready for fiberglassing. Everything's been sanded to 40 grit. All the corners have been softened. And first things first, we're going to apply a 200mm strip of the Strand matting to the corners of the teardrop trailer. And we're going to do that purely just to strengthen those corners. Some of the tools we need are 400g Strand matting, surface tissue, polyester resin. I'm using a tinted polyester resin. We need our catalyst, a catalyst mixer bottle. We need some acetone, just a general clear up. We need gloves because this stuff is really dangerous and you don't want it on your skin. We have got some Gelcoat and wax styrene to go in the Gelcoat to make it a Flowcoat. We've then got rollers because we've got a huge surface area to cover. We've got paintbrushes for the tickly fiddly bits. We've got mix-up sticks because we're going to definitely need to mix this up. Some big old buckets to mix everything up in. And then we've got the Filleted roller, which is what helps push the polyester resin through the chopped strand matting and get rid of all the bubbles. So if you've got all that, shall we begin? Once we're happy with that, we can lay full sheets of the chopped strand matting with the polyester resin over the entire outside of the teardrop trailer, rubbing it in with a filleted roller to make sure we get rid of all the air bubbles. Once that's done, we can then add the surface tissue and again rub it in, make sure you've got rid of all the air bubbles. Once we're happy with that, we can then add our gel coat. Once we're happy with the gel coat, we can then add some wax styrene to our gel coat to make a flow coat, and the flow coat is the final coat to the outside of the teardrop trailer. So I'm mixing the polyester resin at 1% catalyst, and it's 15 degrees here in the chicken shed, so that allows me a little bit longer to get these panels on the teardrop trailer. If you do like what we're doing, please consider subscribing. If you've got any questions, just drop us a question. We're more than happy to answer anything. And if you just want to say hi, give us a thumbs up. So I've finished the reinforcement now. All I need to do is go along and knock off all the little spiky, the little tufty bits of fiberglass that's sticking out, and then level up anything else. So a little bit of sanding, and then we can get on with the next layer. So the fiberglass has worked really well, and the surface tissue is giving it a beautiful finish. Really excited. So all I need to do now is go around and trim off any excess, and then I'm going to sand everything at 80 grit to make sure there's no little bumps or anything sticking out anywhere, no little flaky bits of fiberglass, and then we're ready for the gel coat. Once that's done, I can go over the gel coat, and then before that dries out totally, I can give it another coat, but this time with Flowcoat, which is gel coat with a wax slurry in it. So that I have the Flowcoat, and that's the finishing coat. And then after all that, we just give it some light sanding and a bit of buffing to make it really look nice. But it's all about this surface tissue. The surface tissue has made all the difference to this fiberglass. That was quite an effort to get that gel coat and Flowcoat all on, and it does look really nice, although you can't really see it at the moment. But next time you will see it all finished, and we're going to start adding some doors and windows.